I need to come up. All right, I need to come up with a quick dinner. And I thought, I have that meatloaf mix, the ground pork, veal, hamburger meat combo pack. And then I thought, nobody wants meatloaf tacos. Brilliant, I know, because also from the dumpster we have taco kits. And the kids have opted for the coughing to death for the tuberculosis. The girls have opted for the crispy corn tortilla taco. And so I'm going to get the meat cooking with the taco seasonings. And we also got the package of shredded cheddar cheese from the dumpster. So this works out perfectly. All right, so here's our meatloaf mix from the ALDI Dumpster. Pork, veal, and beef. I remember when my mother used to get meatloaf mix when I was a kid. You could tell which kind was which. There'd be a third of each, and you could tell because they were kind of different colors. You could tell. Here, they're all mixed together, obviously, so you really can't tell what the proportion of what to what is. Although it says 1/3 each. How do we know that's true? But anyway, taco time. Oops.
Yo voy a cantar esta canción, yo voy a cantar esta canción para mi gente. Con una pasión tan fuerte. Ay, 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 ay. Ahora sigo cantando y sigo gozando. Yo sigo cantando y sigo gozando.
Here's our little $25 roast in a Pyrex dish to go in the oven that I know you're going to say isn't big enough, but I am experimenting, so leave me alone. What I want to do is I was gonna put it in a big long brownie pan, but then I thought if I put it in a smaller dish and if it lets off its juices and melted fat and so forth, the liquids will come up higher because there's not really that much space for them otherwise. Quite big, and it's quite high, so I didn't want it to just sit up on a big flat. Anyway, this is how I'm doing it, and I'm putting the fat layer on top, which I don't think people always do, but I'm doing it because I want the fat to kind of melt down over the meat and through the meat, and then that should keep it moist, and there would be no need to baste. Not like I was going to baste it anyway, but... And right now I'm going to give you all permission to not over-season your food. Ooh, look at the fat. That's kind of gross. As I said, I'm giving you permission to not over-season your food. I was thinking about how I wanted to season this beef. Up to temperature we are now. I was thinking about how I wanted to season this beef, and I thought, well, I don't. I'm not going to season it. I'm not putting anything on it, so there. I watch these cooking videos all the time, and these moms, this amount of seasoning they put on everything. They'll use at least 3 or 4 different, spice mixture blends. First, I'm going to use Mexicali, lime, and tequila rub. And then I'm going to use Cajun New Orleans seasoning. And then I'm going to use Grill Master's lemon pepper seasoning. And then, let me put on some curry powder and allspice. All these different seasonings that don't go together at all. Then let me take a bottle of ranch dressing, and I'm just going to pour that all over everything. And you're asking, what are they cooking that they're putting all this seasoning and ranch dressing on? Everything. Everything they cook, that's how they season it. Every piece of meat, every casserole, it's a lot of casseroles. Everything. And then like about 40 pounds of cheese. So I'm giving you all permission to not do that and not overseason your food like a maniac, because what is the point? What is the freaking point? What flavor profile are we even going for? I personally like the taste of meat. I don't need it smothered with any other flavor other than possibly salt. I like a little garlic, but I don't need to overseason everything with garlic every time I turn the oven on. Do I? I don't think so. I prefer to underseason things, honestly, so then when people sit down at the table, they can add salt and pepper if they want to. You know, you can't, it's hard to take salt away. If you oversalt the food, it's really hard to take the salt away. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like since I've got the fat slab on top, it's not going to all melt away. And nobody's going to eat the fat slab. The dogs might eat the fat slab, but we would trim the fat off. So what's the point of sprinkling a whole bunch of salt and pepper and garlic and Lowry's Grill Master seasoned salt extraordinaire? Why? To season the fat? Like, why? There's no weird flavor I'm trying to cover. It's okay just to be meat. It's okay just to be meat. I don't want to add salt ahead of time. I mean, I'm a big fan of salt. And there will probably be salt added, but I don't want to add it in the beginning because I think it draws the moisture out of the meat. At least that's what I heard. It would make it less juicy, and we don't want that. We want it juicy. So I'm not seasoning it, and if you all don't want to season stuff, don't, because sometimes food just actually tastes okay what it is. Okay? There's, you know what, that's the real bias in America, is against those of us who don't really season their food a lot. We're so looked down on. So I'm putting that in the oven now. And all right, there she is, going in with nary a seasoning. And also, I'm going to tell you this. I don't like rosemary. And I don't like thyme. I don't like them. Rosemary focaccia, I think it's gross. I don't want pine needles in my food, unless I'm camping. Thank you very much. I just want to show you already how good it looks, because the fat slab on top is getting all browned and sizzly. It's been in there for, I don't know, about 20 minutes now at 425, so now I'm going to turn it down, I guess to about 325, as I said. And Jesus, that is hot. It's so hot holding the phone near the open oven. It's amazing that an oven at 425 would actually be hot. Do you know how if you reach into a 350 oven, I mean, like you poke at your cookies to see if they're baked, it's like not that hot.
No, you can pull a potato out at 350. And like,
yeah, but don't hold on to it for
with.
too long. Like, yeah,
Or
you can play,
flat,
and you can throw it at somebody. Yeah, but you can but at 425, no, it's hot in there. But anyway, so now the meat goes down to 325, let's say, and then it has to cook until I'm hungry enough to just pull it out and say, I don't care, it doesn't need to cook any longer, or whatever. Just kidding. I don't know. How long's a roast supposed to cook, Dumpsterinos and Frugalistas? What do you think?
You're not asking me because...
You'd cook it for 8 hours.
No, I'd look it up.
Well, the
I'd
last
find a
time
I asked you, and
I
you
did
said
look. I
it needs
looked
like
up
all day.
I know, and it was amazing.
It can't be all day.
I did with the last one that
know,
came out
but
like roast beef.
it was
Because I
awesome.
did look it up. It was like 6 hours.
Yeah.
It was an incredibly long time, low and slow.
Right.
I was surprised that it had any pink left in the middle after that length of time, but that was some good meat.
Yeah, it was.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. That was a lot of chewing. That is so delicious. That is so perfect. It's great. It's great. I might put a tiny bit of salt on mine. Who knows what Frugal Daddy will do? Why? Possibilities are endless. Oh my gosh, that's so good. That's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. I'm glad I took it out of the oven now and didn't let it cook for like 5 more hours. I think it's cooked for, I don't know. The sun went down. As a little aside, I just want to show you what I made yesterday. I got it in my mind to make kind of like homemade Milano cookies because I don't buy store-bought cookies, really. Like, I don't buy factory-made cookies generally because I'm a cookie baker by excellence. But then on occasion I do buy Milanos because they're special and I love them, and when they go on sale, only when they're on sale. But then I thought, how hard can it be? I can make a Milano. So I basically made, oh sorry, I've been tie-dyeing. So I basically made Toll House cookie dough and then made these long shapes, sandwiched them together with chocolate. For the time and energy I put into making like homemade Milanos, I feel like I should have gotten like Mother of the Year award, maybe. That's what I'm thinking. And I just wanted to share that all.